Good God, yeah, I like. This is a game you have to play in the dark, otherwise you can't see what's going on. At least in my case. So sorry if I'm stupid. I gotta remember to have my lights off for this. Can I get out of here? How the hell do I get out? I have to climb up. Yeah, I have to climb up here. All right. So this can get kind of tedious and boring. I'm gonna try to talk about random crap though when I'm doing this, just to keep it interesting. There's apparently another bug outside here. Yeah, this can get annoying, but oh yeah, and some of them will be on walls like this, and you just have to use your dash attack against the wall, and that'll make them come out. Now, when they're all sparkly, they're invulnerable, they're invincible. Sometimes they can be hard to kill too because they move around so much, and you'll miss them a bunch. So these can get annoying. I think they also come in two different forms too. A flying, yeah, they do, like a flying form and a on ground. Like a spider, and then there's like a dragonfly type of form. Something like that. But, what was I saying? Do you have to dig underneath? You have to dig underneath here. But this can get kind of tedious, and yeah, it's probably people's least favorite part of the game. It's my least favorite part of the game. Just because it's the same thing. You do this 3 times for the 3 spirit. Come on, this can get annoying trying to grab these. Spin attack actually works pretty well here, and just shaking your Wiimote. I don't know why I keep trying to use the A lunging attack. I probably shouldn't be using that. It's hard to see what the cave is. But the best thing to actually do is use your spin attack and shake your Wiimote. And apparently when you're in the Twilight realm, this cave is a lot... It's easier to see where you're going here. I guess because we don't have a lantern. That's kind of cool though, how like dark areas of the game are now light. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or what. But I don't think there shouldn't be any tears and any bugs in here. But there's actually an alternate path to this way. I want to check it out. Just really quickly. I'm kind of being... Okay, so we can get a chest. Probably just rupees. But I'll get it just because I'm here. You can't open chests as Wolflink. You read these keys. I don't know if they have alternate names in the Twilight realm, like Deku Baba's keys. Because you pretty much see Twilight versions of the enemies we're used to in the normal realm. And I'm just gonna refer to them as Deku Babas and Keys. They might have different names, but I don't care. So most of the bugs that we're gonna be killing, we're gonna be finding here in Faron Woods. And I was talking about this earlier. Now Faron Woods is shrouded by this purple mist. You can see right there. And I was talking about when I was here earlier, I'm used to this place looking different, and this is what I'm used to this place looking like with all the purple mist. This is what it's going to be like for the rest of the game, actually, even after we un-Twilightize this place. It's an interesting way to describe it, un-Twilightize. There's apparently a bug over here. Yeah, make sure you don't pass these up. Because this is annoying, we have to go back and backtrack for these, so... Just always be careful. These are the flying variety. Yeah. When these guys are shrouded by electricity, they're invulnerable, so remember that. And it can be kind of annoying, too, because it can just kind of happen randomly. You might just attack them at the wrong time, and they'll become shrouded by electricity. Alright, so here's kind of a tough part of the game, or this segment of the game, where you have to... Because if you go into this purple mist, it's kind of like... It's the same thing as falling down a pit. You'll get taken back to this spot. So you can't walk through that. Like you may think it's one of those things where it just does damage to you or immobilizes you or something stupid like that, but no, it's kind of like it's the same thing as falling down a pit. You'll lose like I think a full heart, and you'll end up back here. So you want to use Midna and just jump with her, and keep pressing A until you get to walkable ground like this, because the platforms that you're jumping on are just like narrow like branches, and if you stand there for more than like a split second, you'll fall off and you'll fall into the mist. So be careful. And yeah, you do definitely have to use your senses to kill these. I was kind of misleading when I was talking about this earlier. I said that you don't have to use your senses to see these. I'm wrong. You do, but you don't need your senses to see the actual tiers. So this, I believe we just got 3 there. We have 4 left. I'm trying to count. Let's see. There's 12, 16. Is that right? Yeah, it's 16. And it's the same every time you do this. You do this 3 times throughout the game, and after that you don't do it anymore. And it gets more annoying every time. This is the quicker one, the first one. And is Midna gonna... Oh, well, we want to go this way. And... Where are you, Midna? Come on. There we go. Just keep going, keep going. And if you listen to, like, the noises that are made, like you hear bling, bling every time you jump out to Midna, or every time Midna extends out, you'll hear that noise, and then you'll hear it kind of have a different sound whenever you're done. So that's how you know that you're done jumping. So just keep, that's really all I have to do, just keep hitting the A button until you're done. There's really no strategy to it. There is some timing at some parts, where there are obstacles to get past, but... Oh yeah, this is... Actually, okay, yeah, you can see these, never mind. God. I don't think you can attack them when you're... Okay, no. I got it now, I got it now. You can see them when they're sparkling. At least you should be able to see them when they're sparkling, like, with your senses off. I haven't been able to really demonstrate that, but you can see them with your senses off when they're sparkling, but when they're not sparkling, you can't see them with your senses off. You need your senses to see them when you're not sparkling, but you know what, bottom line, always have your senses on for this whenever you're nearby these things. I don't know why I had to go into such detail and whatever controversy. I can't think of the right word for this. Oh, we have to do this again, don't we? Yeah, you're gonna have to do this a lot, and what this eventually does is this actually creates warp points when you defeat these things. Crap. Oh, and I guess I could theoretically just kill all 3 of them at once. Let's do... Ow! Shit. Okay, hold on, let's get health. Because they won't actually die until you kill all 3 of them, so you can't, like, kill one and get health from them. You have to be careful with this. Crap. I'm looking about the grass. I just want to have some insurance here. Okay, I'm gonna see. The thing is, I notice with these is that, like, one of them will always stray away from the other 2, and eventually there will be more than 3. Like, they will expand their numbers. But for right now, it's just 3 at a time. But yeah, as long as you don't leave one alive at once, then these things, you know, that's how you take them out. Yeah, and no, I don't want to. I keep hitting the up on the D-pad to look. I have to hit C to do that. And you can see that portal up in the sky there. That's the warp point. And whenever you kill those things, you make that appear. And later on in the game, we'll be able to warp to those points. Right now, we can't do it. But you can see at the top of the map here, where we freed the monkey. Those are where our last 2 bugs are. So let's go get those. And how are we doing on time? 25 minutes. So then I'm probably gonna split this into 2. So we have a spirit up there. I think that's actually the monkey. So there's 1 death. Yeah, these are pretty easy. And there you go. We have a spider web we can't do much about, so we're gonna have to actually come back here as a human once we turn back, and these are our last 2, so we'll be doing that pretty soon, actually. Ever since the boss went funny in the head. Boss, eh? I might have to find out more who the boss is. But let's grab these last 2 tiers. And we will freeze into place. And all is good in Faron Woods. And apparently Midna's about to leave us. And I actually fell for this the first time I played through this game. Like, I actually thought that Midna was gone and you weren't going to see her again. But no, she's your companion for the entire game. I don't know if they meant to trick you with that or meant to make you think that she was leaving forever, but no, she's with you at all times. And we have another spirit. And this is actually, I think this is supposed to be a Keaton. Remember in Majora's Mask, the Keaton? You know, that you make appear with the Keaton mask, or you talk to with the Keaton mask, or something like that. I believe this is supposed to be like a Keaton. And his name is Pharaon. That's what the woods are named after, Pharaon Woods. So he's the guardian of the woods. So yeah, very much like sages, really. Oh yeah, actually not so much. Never mind, I take that back. They're not like the sages in Ocarina of Time. I'm completely wrong about that. They're just pretty much spiritual guardians. And that's really all there is to them. I don't even know how accurate I am with my explanations of what's actually going on. To me, this game's pretty confusing, the storyline of it. So I apologize if I'm off, but as long as you read the text, then you'll get a better idea. This is one of the more confusing games to figure out the story behind it. I'm not gonna lie, it is complicated. At least to me, it is. And finally, we're in a form that we're a little more familiar with. Now we suddenly have the green tunic, and he's kind of going to go into how we're the chosen one. I mean, the guy we talked to earlier, Ordania, hinted at that. And he's pretty much telling us how our inner self, our inner power, we're kind of a descendant of the Hero of Time from Ocarina of Time. That's what Pharaon's basically explaining. And that is why we're wearing these clothes. Pretty much we're a reincarnation of Link from Ocarina of Time. And that's something that, you know, that's the theme the Zelda series goes by throughout. So now finally we're going to be able to go to the temple as he's talking about. And I actually remember talking about earlier how this game, like I was talking about how this game is unique in how it takes a long time to get to the first temple, because most Zelda games, you go to the first temple pretty early. You don't do a whole bunch of crap. It's mostly just get the sword and shield, and then you're at the first temple. But in this game, it takes a while. You go through a lot of shit, and it really does throw you off guard. You know, if you're playing it for the first time, that you know you're an innocent farm boy doing innocent things, and then all of a sudden you're a dog, and then it's all over the place at the beginning of the game. And it reminds me of a lot of Majora's Mask, where you turn into the Deku shrub, and then you have to find a way to turn back to normal. And this game is pretty much the same way. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of what they had in mind when they came up with the whole wolf thing. So the temple in the Forest Death, that is the Forest Temple. So this game does go by the recurring theme, and I will say that this is an overused recurring theme in the Zelda series, where the first temple is the Forest Temple, some kind of forest-like temple. And not to spoil anything, but the second one's the Fire Temple, the third one's the Water Temple. There you go. And that's something that the Zelda series overuses, in my opinion, and I think they need to kind of go light on that, just because it's becoming too expected. That's why I don't feel bad about spoiling it, because you can all see it coming. And I'm sure most of you watching this are familiar enough with this game to know that. I mean, how if I know, but anyway, now we're basically just gonna make our way straight to the temple, and we're closing in on 32 minutes, so I'll probably just split this into two 15-minute parts. Mr. Important Hero. I think she's going to refer to us throughout most of the game. So yeah, now Midnight's our shadow. She will continue to come out. You just hit the up button on the... So yeah, she's not just restricted to Wolf Link. She's with you in human form too. So now we have to head back up Farron Woods to make our way to the temple. I'm gonna go a little bit further in here, but we're pretty much done with the episode. So now, as regular Link, we have our... now we're in our standard form. Midnight's trying to talk to us. Let's just get her out of the way. Yeah, we know. And she's telling us how to use her sword and shield. Yeah, we know how to do that. We went through a tutorial earlier how to do that. And Link's right-handed in this game because this is the Wii version. And if you're used to the GameCube version, then this might look weird to you, because in the GameCube version, he's his traditional left-handed self. Because traditionally, yeah, Link's always left-handed, but since this is a Wii game, and apparently you're supposed to use the Wii right-handed, Link's gonna be right-handed to make it feel more natural. And we're actually running low on lamp oil. I'm gonna get that really quick to end the episode. This guy's back to where he was now. I don't think he even has any memory of where he was from, but do we even have a bottle? I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna talk to him and buy a refill. Let's see if we have enough rupees for that. And yeah, again, you can buy refills, or you can for the lamp itself, or you can buy oil that you can carry in a bottle, and you can refill your lamp on your own time. Oh, he gives you a small key. Okay, so you had to talk to him. I guess that door is locked again to get into the cave, or something of the matter. So yeah, I'm glad we went over and did that. Otherwise, I might have gone all the way there, found the locked door, and then to come all the way back. Never mind. Because I don't even have 100 rupees. Can you refill my lantern? You can't? Really? Hold on a second. Okay, so you pull it out. And can we refill it here? Hold on, let's just talk to him. I think you have to talk to him with the lantern out. Yeah, okay, buy a refill for 20. I have enough for that. 100? That's crazy. 100 rupees for oil? I didn't think it was that much, but yeah, that's never worth it. Never buy oil from this guy. Fucking ripoff. Okay, so next time on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we will head towards the first temple and go through Farron Woods. This is Michael217, and I thank you guys for watching.